Knowing when to choose which pickup to use on the guitar can seem like a strange thing at first. Nowadays, something that I'm seeing more often is people not playing much with their pickup selector, especially in those early stages of learning / intermediate stages. So in this video, I'm going to explain to you a little bit of a rule of thumb or a guide on how you can use that pickup selector, get yourself used to it, and find the sounds that you want on the guitar. If you're not subscribed to my channel, if you could subscribe, that would be amazing. I'm always posting guitar lessons and tips. If you've got any questions about the concept of this video, about the pickup selector or the pickups, pop them in the comments and I will get back to you. So let's get stuck in. Now, when I started learning, I didn't really struggle with the pickup selector because the first guitar that I had only had one pickup, so it had no pickup selector. However, as I went on more and finally got a guitar that had more than one pickup, it was this sort of shape actually, like a super strat sort of shape. I took a piece of advice from somebody that I knew that had been playing guitar for a little bit, and he said a great way to get yourself used to it is anything below the 12th fret, play on the bridge pickup. Anything above the 12th fret, play on the neck pickup. Just as a guide to start out with, he said once you get used to doing that and naturally switching to those, then after a bit, every now and then, switch and go against the guide that I was using and just see what the different sounds were like. And it actually really helped me. It made me realize the different sounds that you get from the bridge pickup and the neck pickup. The bridge pickup is a bit more of a bitey sound. It's more trebly sounding. The neck pickup is a lot more rounded and kind of bassy sounding to a degree. Now, there is also a center pickup. I never use it personally, but it is the most kind of acoustic sounding one, and it actually sounds great on a Telecaster guitar, the center pickup. I realized why my friend said to me, play stuff below the 12th fret as a guide on the bridge pickup and play stuff above the 12th fret on the neck pickup. And it's because as you get above the 12th fret, particularly on the high strings, the notes, because they're higher pitched, can get very, very trebly. So switching to the neck pickup can round those notes off and mellow them out a bit. Let me give you an example of this. I'll show you on the high E string now. So I'm going to play it on the bridge pickup, and then I'm going to play it on the neck pickup. Can you hear those two little differences? So the neck pickup rounds the sound off a little bit more. Now you may go, why would I want the sound rounding off? Because that sounds great, it cuts through, doesn't it? But when you're playing a run that consists of a lot of those types of notes, it can get a bit ear piercing sometimes, depending on what the context is underneath. Now I'll give you an example of it more in kind of like a lick context, and you may see what I mean. I'm going to go round in a circle on the bridge pickup, and then I'm going to go round in a circle on the neck pickup. Here's what I like to do with the pickup selector now above the 12th fret. If I have a lick like that I'm playing, what I'll generally do quite a lot of the times, I'll play it on the neck pickup, and then when I play a held note or a note I want to kind of like jump out of the mix and scream a little bit more, I'll flick onto the bridge pickup whilst I do that. So here's an example. You see how it makes that last note jump out more and it rounds the lick off before it. Now again, it's just a guide. You can break those rules. The best thing you can do is just switch between them. Now what about in like a rhythmic concept? 9 times out of 10, unless I'm on a Telecaster guitar or a Stratocaster guitar, but definitely a guitar like this, anything below the 12th fret, I am always on the bridge pickup, just because the notes are more bassier, so I like that treble sound cutting through. There are a few little exceptions though. I'll start off with a clean sound, and this is where that exception applies for myself. If I'm playing like chords or arpeggios, if I again want the chords to kind of like come above the mix, then I'll stick on that bridge pickup. But as soon as something like vocals come into the mix, I'll switch it onto the neck pickup, because I kind of want the guitar there, but I want it to kind of sit mellowly underneath the vocals. I want the vocals to take prominence. Now, if I'm playing like a clean passage, like a staccato passage, I will always go on the bridge pickup, because I want to hear that pick sound. I want to hear the sound of the pick hitting the strings. Let's give an example of this. So. For me, if I was on the neck pickup, I wouldn't really get the sound of the actual pick hitting the strings on something like that. Let's try it. It actually sounds great with that riff, but a lot of the time I find in context, when it's recorded, the lower down notes, the bass gives off enough bass that having the guitar on that neck pickup, frequencies can start interfering with each other. So I like the attack of the pick. I like the sound of the pick on little pizzicato sounds like that, so that it pulls away from the bass and gives the bass guitar a bit more breathing room. Now I'm going to talk about distorted rhythm and riffs. I never use the neck pickup on distorted riffs. I love the sound of the pick coming through. Let's hear it on the neck pickup. To me, that doesn't cut through enough like that. And again, the bass is doing those frequencies anyway, so let's get the guitar to take those treble frequencies a bit more. Also, if you're ever doing like pinched harmonics within riffs, which sound mega on this part of the neck, they're a lot harder to get the sound to come out on the neck pickup. And again, I don't feel like they cut through enough and squeal enough. But on the bridge pickup, they really cut through. A good guide to just get you started, and again, this is not a rule, it's just to get you started with the pickup selector. Anything below the 12th fret, use the bridge pickup. Anything above the 12th fret, use the neck pickup. Once you've got used to autopiloting and doing that, then start playing with sometimes switching to the bridge pickup when you do like the top end of a run up here, or sometimes playing on the neck pickup when you're playing like some chords or arpeggios that you want to kind of like sit a little bit more under the mix of what you're playing in context. Let me know if you've got any questions in the comments below. I will be more than happy to help you. And again, if you could subscribe to my channel, that would be absolutely amazing. If there's any particular guitar lessons or videos about the guitar that you want me to make, hit me up in the comments below.